Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Venge, and today we're doing something we haven't done in a long time. We're doing a reaction video. This popped up in my algorithm this morning, and I just said I wanted to watch it. I haven't watched it. I just saw the title. It said "Truth About Black Nerds." I'm curious, as somebody who could be seen as a black nerd. So, without further ado, baby, let's get into the video and see what he's talking about. Okay, watch it.
Black nerds, aka blurs, is the topic of today's video. Now me, I consider myself a nerd, but some may not. So for example, I love video games. I've been playing them since the age of 7. I've always loved sci-fi films.
Hey, me too. I love video games. As you guys know, I play video games. I love anime. I love Marvel. I love sci-fi. I love fucking Star Wars. So I mean, I guess that would consider me to be a nerd in some circles.
Consumed about every DC and Marvel comic. On the flip side, I'm not into anime. But growing up,
not everybody is. Not. It don't matter.
I was very into films like Teen Titans, Samurai Jack, Avatar: The Last Air.
Would be considered inspired by anime. So yeah. Some people even consider this show an anime. It's not. But the animation is fantastic for when it came out, for sure.
Airbender. So I guess to some, it would be debatable. So within the black community, especially growing up in the hood, being a nerd or just even consuming the culture will make you stand out. It goes against what's stereotypical for black people. This is a flaw within the black community that I do not like. I say this all the time, but as black people, we are not a monolith. And we got to start respecting that within the community. I will.
Facts. He's hitting on all cylinders right now, specifically on that last point he just made. Growing up, it was cool to watch Dragon Ball Z. It was cool to watch Dragon Ball Z, but you couldn't talk about Dragon Ball Z. You couldn't be outside on the playground talking about some Kamehameha. No. You could watch Naruto, but you couldn't run around acting like Naruto with hand signs and the Naruto run, which famously people did all the time. So what he's saying is the truth. Like, growing up, you had to fit this specific mode or you weren't considered cool. And also, growing up, if you were found out to, if people found out that you did like anime or that you watch something that wasn't a stereotypical like black thing to do at the time, most girls didn't like you either. I mean, shit, today, most girls still probably won't like you depending on what community and where you live if you like anime, even though anime is more widely accepted today than it has ever been. But still, it is definitely still one of those things where like people don't evolve. They just stay in their little molds and they don't change. So yeah. Sorry, ran over. Let's go.
I'll say this though. I feel like in 2025, being a nerd is kind of cool. Let's say versus the
debatable
2010s or the 90s. It is most definitely
okay compared to the 2010s and the 90s for sure. I mean, you see all the TikToks and the Instagram reels of girls and people talking about how they want them a nerd because they stay in on Saturdays. I mean, like I'm doing right now. And don't go outside chasing women, blah, 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 and, focused on money and work and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, it's more accepted for different reasons than people just being themselves.
Definitely more acceptable now.
I want to talk about how all of a sudden being a nerd is in and we're erasing all of like that awful childhood stuff that happens to so many of us. Because now it's, we weren't bullying y'all because y'all were into anime. We were bullying y'all because y'all stank or y'all were always doing something weird. A lot of y'all were bullying us just for being into different things.
Facts. You weren't bullying us because what? You were bullying us because we didn't want to be like everybody else. We wanted to do different things. We wanted to listen to different music. We wanted to wear different clothes. We wanted to do X, Y, and Z. It wasn't because we liked anime. It was because we were being different. And I've experienced this on total through and through, baby.
I went to many schools with other smart black kids. I love to read, and I got the pants bullied off of me for liking to read in a smart school. I had my black card revoked so often, I'm pretty sure I'm still in black folk debt, because I don't think I have one.
Black folk debt. I ain't never heard that before. That's hilarious.
White girl, whitest black girl I know, Oreo, wanna be white, all of it, all the time.
And
I'll tell you, like, see, like these new age black geeks, they will never understand how it was to be a black geek back in the 2000s
You
and
won't.
2010s. Now, that was the trenches. Like, I consider myself a black geek activist because, bro, back in the day, bro, I had to defend my hobby. Like, y'all don't understand. The insults were crazy. Like, we would be talking about, like, normal, like, crap in front of everybody, and then, like, we would go home on our computer and be having discussions about anime with people online. Like,
Couldn't talk about it openly. Like I said, it was something that you did not talk about in front of other people. Like it was always either on the game or somewhere that like people would not know. Just couldn't be open about it. I mean, some people still don't like the fact that people watch anime or just into different stuff like sci-fi, Star Wars. Like, didn't matter. Didn't matter at all.
Like people don't understand. Back then, most of our anime discussions or geek discussions were like were on the internet. They were not in real life because if you even spoke about anime, like you were about to get ostracized real quick.
Now for me, y'all, I did not have these problems. And that's why I kind of think to myself, was I really a nerd or am I really a nerd? But looking back, I was most definitely a nerd, bruh. This was me in the 10th grade. I mean, I had a 4.0 GPA, was in pretty much all AP classes, dog. I was textbook nerd. The thing about it is, as a black nerd, you really just gotta find your group of people. And even just being a nerd in general, I hate this talking point because even nerds in the white community are done the same way. Like,
I got bullied for liking anime, and then I got bullied for wearing anime and an Avatar t-shirt, and like that I liked Pokemon, and that I carried a DS, and I was in bands. Like and I had braces, and I had glasses. There was just so many reasons, and I had short hair. There was just so many reasons to get bullied that like getting into Kingdom Hearts was another reason I didn't want to get bullied.
Don't worry, we're gonna make it. We've been looking for clues to find Clay.
Oh, I'm sorry. The clue board? You mean my clue board?
So all those nerds in high school, like the weird theater kids and the anime people.
Hi, weird theater kid, captain of the speech and debate team, anime fan.
Anime is crazy. What? Say it right. Anime. God damn.
You know who I'm talking about. The people we didn't hang out with.
Thank God for that, by the way.
So they've grown up now, and they're the ones making the laws. They're the Mark Zuckerbergs. They're the Faucis of the world of fucking nerds.
Yeah. For the most part, everybody that I know that, you know, was into different things are doing pretty well for themselves nowadays, you know? So, hey, it is what it is.
I hate to break it to you, but those effing nerds are not just the Mark Zuckerbergs and Fauci's. They're highly successful, influential people because it turns out hitting the books actually was helpful.
this isn't just a black thing. Maybe the talking points of, you know, you're acting white is that talking point. But as far as you getting bullied or looked down upon, it's pretty much the same way. Kids are mean. Like I stated, you have to find your people. And with me, I had a different group of friends for like pretty much every situation. Like growing up in the hood, those were like the hood friends. Then when I got to school, you know, me being in like different classes, I kind of met my nerd friends. So I had that group of friends, and I had my friends that was back in the hood. And also I played sports. I love sports. So, you know, I had my friends for basketball. The one thing I did deal with though that I hated was me being labeled a game freak. Like I just love playing the game. I remember growing up, bro, like they'll come knock on my door for me to come outside. I'd be like, bro, I'm on a game and I don't feel like coming inside. Like, you a game freak, bro, get out. But I always felt like it was just like with love. Like they was joking, but it was with love. And I stated this in one of my second channel videos. I feel like the black community, our love language is joking. So, you know, maybe sometime these jokes.
It is. It's for sure joking, teasing, you know, jabs. It's nothing ever serious.
Were hurting your feelings, but it wasn't like meant in that way. This isn't justifying it, but that's my thought. Anyways, with them already having this backlash from the black community, in return, they end up being very anti-black.
Like, it's not that I didn't want to connect with black people, but I didn't know any other blurbs that like Minecraft. And a blurb put me closer to whiteness, not because I wanted to hang out with white people, but I just wanted to hang out with that like Minecraft. Do you get what I'm saying? I just want to say it is incredibly dangerous to be in close proximity to whiteness no matter what. And the reason why I say that is because I think hanging around with people that like Minecraft and everything definitely ingrains some self-hating attributes to me. It's not because of Minecraft, but it's the proximity to whiteness.
Within the nerd culture, there is not a lot of black representation. Just think about it. You're constantly consuming this media of people that don't look like you while receiving this hate from the people that look like you. That is going to turn into internalized racism. And I say this all the time, but everything is a alt-right pipeline. And the nerd culture is no different.
Yo, what happened to the nerd community, bro? When did we become Republicans, bro? When did we become conservative? What happened?
Who the fuck is we? Who is we?
What happened? We don't like girl power now because it's the feminist agenda? You didn't like Kim Possible?
I saw someone say, when did the nerd community just become another avenue or pipeline for right-wing grifting? And the answer is simple. The same way that the gym community became just another avenue for right-wing grifting and right-wing content. The same way like dating advice stuff has just become another avenue.
I feel like this is a reach. Because you keep saying the nerd community. I feel like it's a reach. I feel like it is a small community of people that did move that way. But I still don't feel like if you actually are a true nerd, that you can watch some of the things you watch and just come up with right-wing agenda or bigoted agenda or, you know, sexism or feminism or, you know, sexist agenda. Like I don't see that. I do see it, but I don't think it's majority. Like that's not kind of a reach, that's a reach.
For right-wing grifting. What does the gym community, the dating advice community, and the nerd community all have in common? It's full of lonely people. A lot of people in the nerd community get into nerd shit because they're lonely. A lot of people start working out because they're heartbroken and they're lonely. A lot of people get into dating advice content because they're lonely. Lonely people are very easy to manipulate.
Lonely people are easy to manipulate, but I will say the nerd community didn't get into things because they were lonely. They might have got into the communities that they're in because they were lonely, because they didn't have anybody else to like share that with within their community. But to say that like you like video games because you were lonely, or you play video games because you were lonely, or because you watched Star Wars, you got into it because you were lonely, it's kind of it's a stretch. No. No.
You find a lonely person and you tell them you're the victim, everybody else except you is the problem, now go buy my course. That's basically an infinite money glitch. That's why. It's just lonely people.
I mean, you just gotta have a brain at the end of the day. All this like take my course BS, like I don't understand how people get into it. I mean, hey, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. But at the same time, like, you can do better. You definitely gotta have a mind of your own. If you, yeah, no.
People who crave acceptance and a sense of community are taken advantage of just in the way that cults do. Like, it's really not that complicated.
Now, the anti-blackness goes up another notch because a lot of black males in the nerd space feel like black women just hate them.
I'm curious to know if this is actually a thing. Black women will ignore men that look like this because he's weird, lame, nerdy, until he achieves success, then see him with a woman like this, and then all of a sudden label him a sellout. Let's be real, a lot of y'all don't like black women to begin with. Don't matter if you're a D1 athlete or comic book nerd, there's a very small majority of black men that do not like black women. Now, why is that? I couldn't tell you. But at the end of the day, this argument right here could be a little bit valid if we're considering that there are unrealistic expectations for black men, especially young black men in this economy and in this world right now. And there is that stigma of hypermasculinity in the black community. This automatically would make nerds and simps unattractive and certainly undesirable.
Black girls called you ugly? So do you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome?
Once again, I did not experience.
That was funny. It's stupid as hell, but funny as fuck.
This isn't to say it's not true, but I just feel like it's the way you carry yourself. And also, you just gotta find your like swagger, you know? There's a stereotype of like the smash bro type of hairstyle. Maybe your lips be crusty. In simple terms, man, you just gotta.
I will say, and not to like point out anything weird, but like what he just said, the smash bro haircut, it's always a specific like type of person that says these things, that like black women didn't like me because I was in anime or I was in a Star Wars or I watch Harry Potter. Like, bruh, at the end of the day, that's not why they don't like. Like, this is definitely not why. They might not like the hobby that you have. They might not watch it themselves or into that themselves, but that's not why they don't like it. Come on now. That's not why they don't.
Have game. White nerds go through the same problem while talking to white women. So like I hate that correlation as well. And I think what the problem is, a lot of people be holding on to what happened in high school, whether that be the glory days or those be the bad days. It's been 10 years, bro. We don't care that you scored a touchdown in 10th grade. And yeah,
facts. I don't give a Give a shit what you did in high school. We're adults now, dog. Like, we ain't been in high school for years. Years, dog. I graduated high school a long time ago at this point. If I'm still holding on to high school trauma, we got issues. High school is so in the rearview mirror at this point.
Yes, you may have been bullied in high school, but let that shit go, brother.
Facts. Let it go. It's gone. It happened. Keep it moving. You gotta grow and adapt. You gotta become a better person. Just let it go.
My entire friend group is majorly made up of nerds. My best friend, this is us when we graduated. He was valedictorian. I was like maybe 4th in the class. Now he is most definitely considered a nerd. I mean, huge WWE fan, very into anime, loves video games, but he's never had a problem talking to black women. And big shout out to my boy. He just graduated from Clemson University, 2 years ago now? We just got off the game a few hours ago.
I feel like a big part of the black nerd experience is going back trying to watch your favorite YouTubers and realizing just how much racist commentary was throughout the entire video. Like, when did Jen calling Michael Jackson a monkey fly over my head? Huh? Or that one try not to laugh challenge where they just straight up said the N-word? Huh? And I really got a bone to pick with Pat Jen because I used to go crazy for some Pat. Like, you can ask around. We used to go crazy for some Pat Jen. Even now with Pat sobriety, it was a black woman's video that I saw use this hashtag. Yet, okay. And not even just them. Like, other gaming channels and YouTubers too, especially in gaming. And I can already hear the whole, oh, it was a different time argument. I can get that. It's really the fact that black kids really never had a safe space. And I feel like that's why it's so easy for them to be indoctrinated into like the red pill pipeline.
Not having a safe space is true, but at the same time, you never forget who you are and where you came from and what you stand for. So for me, I've never, I mean, the creators you just mentioned, I have no idea who these people are. I've never heard of them. I couldn't recognize one name. So maybe we were, I mean, age difference, probably watching different things. But no, I can't really, I can't get with this because I don't know those people. But not having a safe space didn't turn me into some right-wing, self-hating person. Like, I don't hate myself. I don't hate other people that look like me because that's stupid. Being an adult and still doing these things, obviously I notice things a lot more, and I didn't tolerate it then. Like, I was the dude on the game screaming at you because you called me the N-word. Yeah, to this day, I'm still the guy screaming at you because you called me the N-word or said something racist on the game. Like, I still call people out all the time. Like, I am known in the friend group as a dude that will literally clap back regardless. I don't care if we in a lobby full of all white people and my homies is just me and them in Discord. I'm gonna get in game chat. We gonna have a conversation because you're not about to sit here and talk to me like this. Like, it's 2025, dog. No, fuck that.
Because it was just small stuff in every single video that we could even like explore within like the nerd genre.
For example, like me growing up, the biggest gaming YouTuber in the world was PewDiePie. And, you know, I watched his videos, but like it was something off. I couldn't really connect with him. And this was before he had the whole N-word incident. But it was extremely rare for me to find another black gaming content creator. And this is why I give so much praise to creators like Berleezy, RDC World, Corey S. Kenshin. Because, bro,
now I know those people. And I didn't really grow up watching Corey Kenshin, Berleezy, but I did watch RDC a lot. They made me more comfortable talking. Actually, RDC actually made me way more comfortable talking about anime in any situation. I talk about anime all the time now. I don't care. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I still talk about it. A person that I watched in the gaming community for sure was Agent Zero. I mean, Agent is not gaming no more. He was the 2K guy back then, and I used to watch a lot of 2K videos. But like, now he's doing like IRL with, you know, Kai and all those people, like Duke Dennis and AMP and all that shit. Like, that's cool. But I was watching Agent back when he was making the fucking shooting tutorials and telling me what jump shot I needed. Like, those are the type of YouTube videos I was into. Funny stuff, hilarious stuff. Not the stuff that's like, now you look back on it like, man, I was really watching that? Like, nah, dog. Like, I don't know. I think we grew up in two different eras because I wasn't really into that.
representation matters. And it's like growing up in
representation does matter.
these nerd spaces, we rarely get it. And that is why I love that with the visibility that TikTok brings in 2025, I've been finding some amazing like comic book creators that are making pro-black comics for black people, bruh.
This right here is my comic book known as The Black Fist. and this is one of the most popular series in the Battle Chi universe. Let's talk about it. Black Fist takes place in the 1960s. It's about a superpowered alien that piques the interest of a KKK Grand Wizard that fears he is a danger to the world and to his community.
I made a comic book. This is it. It's called Astro's Falter. Astro's is a supernatural, somewhat horror-themed comic series with a comedic and cozy twist. The story takes place in this timeline and in this universe. It's a story about a girl who spends her entire life training against the invisible demons that roam our world, all before the magical seal keeping her invulnerable to demons begins to disappear.
Now, I ended up making a post on my Instagram. Make sure y'all go follow this, by the way. And I was curious on what was my black nerd's experience.
Being a black nerd was some crazy plot progression. If you liked any type of anime, niggas were going to fry your shit alive. And the crazy thing about it is the same people that would be trying to clown you would be the same people trying to be in group projects with you and the same people trying to copy answers. But I'm not going to lie, going to college was probably the best decision I ever made, bro, because I found my community here. There's a bunch of black nerds here, and we've shared things with each other, and, you know, I feel welcomed. I don't feel judged or anything like that, man.
Facts. I will say, hey, shout out to my homies in college, bro. Shout out to my college homies, bro. Like, we used to game. We used to watch, you know, shows. Like, we used to have fun, bro. Like, I didn't necessarily, like, feel out of place. We used to have Mario Kart tournaments on Fridays at my crib, bro. Like, on the GameCube. Like, I bought fucking NFL Street 2 on that whole. Like, bro, we was having some great times back in college. Like, it was a different time because it felt like you can just be yourself for sure. And when you did, I went to a predominantly all, I would say my college was actually half Hispanic, half white. So like, to me, once I found that group of people, bro, it was lit. Like, you find something that you can, like, you know, that group of people that you can be yourself and feel at home with. And then we ended up getting a house together and that shit was lit, bro. Like, every weekend we was having fun, bro. Every weekend playing a game, talking about, you know, life, going out partying, like, together. Like, it was lit. One of my favorite times of my life, bro, for sure.
And you know, people are a lot more accepting here. But to be honest with you, man, I've absolutely loved the journey. Like, this upcoming spring, 2026, I'm graduating with my Bachelor's of Science in Psychology, bro.
Hey, congratulations,
we're going to med
bro.
school after that.
Hey.
So, to all my black nerds out there, don't be afraid to be you, bro.
We really need to talk about the hatred for black women in the black nerd community, because a lot of black nerds, they like hang with white nerds, of course, and they want to be accepted by them. So then they just start shitting on black women and be like, yeah, they're ghetto, and just start talking shit about them, right? And then also talk bad about women in general. A lot of nerds, they can't get girls, so they gotta talk shit about them. And also, along with the red pill community, because a lot of the nerds, they want to get their anime physique, so they start watching those workout videos, and then those workout videos turn into how to get girls videos, and also turns into hating women videos.
My experience of being a black nerd is a bit different from other people, not only because of the era that I grew up in, but also because of the environment. With me being a 2000s kid, I was never really feeling ostracized for being a nerd because nerdy shit was everywhere. Now, I'm an inner city kid. I grew up in lower income neighborhoods, and there were a lot of black folks within those neighborhoods. So a lot of us bonded over these things that would be looked at as nerdy. There's a reason that schools would ban Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There's a reason schools would ban all the Bakugan toys and Beyblades. And I'm sure every kid that grew up in the 2000s had that feeling of watching a cartoon on Saturday morning and holding in that excitement when Monday came. Everyone couldn't wait to gather around the lunch table and talk about the latest episode of Dragon Ball or Sonic X or whatever was on Saturday morning at that time. But what I'm trying to get at is there was never really a point in time where being a nerd worked against me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit of a social butterfly. I would hang with the theater kids, I would hang with the anime nerds, the music heads that would rap at the lunch tables. I was bouncing around and talking to everybody. I can't really think of a point in time where liking anime or liking comic books or liking video games, whatever, I can't think of a time where that wasn't cool, especially when the second anime boom happened in the 2010s. If anything, that point in time worked in my favor. Because a lot of black folks who weren't into anime or anything at that time, they knew someone who was. So they would approach me and ask me, hey, what's up with Naruto? What's Attack on Titan about? I heard Dragon Ball is coming back. What's Dragon Ball Super about? If there was someone who wasn't caught up with the latest geekdom, fandom news, they came to me because they knew someone who was. And as far as being a black nerd specifically goes, I don't think there was ever a time where if someone did shame me for being a nerd, it didn't make me want to question whether or not I wanted to be around other black people. I never thought that black people didn't like anything that I was into. That's just ridiculous. But even if you don't know black people who are nerds, you know at least one black person who watched Dragon Ball Z. They may not know jack shit about Power Rangers, but I bet you they know what happened with Goku versus Frieza.
And that's cap. Because Power Rangers was a staple when I was growing up, bro. Everybody watched Power Rangers. That shit was a staple, bro. Pokemon too, bro. Like that shit was a staple. I think it really just depends on where you at, where you from. I mean, I'm from Chicago. It's a little bit different in every neighborhood in Chicago, but like my cousins, my family, like my cousins said, we used to play and act like we were Power Rangers every time we were together. Like every time, bro. I was the Green Ranger. My cousin was the Red Ranger. My little cousin Demo was the Blue Ranger. Like we had our own shit, bro. Like it was different. But I will say I do understand as somebody has a nephew who's born in the 2000s, late 2010s. It is different for them. Like my nephew came up to me talking about, oh, uncle, you know, I watched One Piece, and I was like, One Piece? I didn't even know about One Piece. Like, you know, like stuff like that. Like to me, stuff like that is cool. Like, and I sat there and was like trying to ask him where he was in a One Piece, and like it's pretty cool when you see stuff like that, especially for the younger kids that like didn't grow up with that stigma, that they can just be themselves fully at a young age, because it wasn't like that growing up. Like not everybody had that, you know, comfort to be themselves as a kid. So it's definitely nice to see that for sure. I love that for them.
All my black nerds, come to the podium. I want y'all to give y'all experience in the comment section. Did you have a similar experience to me? Did you have a similar experience to anyone in this video? I am curious. Also, we hit 90,000 subscribers. Yo, we getting so close to 100K. We closing in on the year 2025, and I low-key want to clutch this 100K before the year ends. So if you made it to the end right here and you not subscribed and you enjoyed the video, subscribe. What you doing? Also turn the post notifications on. No more talking. If you want to see something similar to this, go check out how woke lost its real meaning, man. It got gentrified.
Hey man, this is a great video. AntonioSpeakss, this is a great video. I loved how you incorporated all the different TikToks and the different people, and you gave them credit. As always give the people's videos that I react credit as well. So as always, guys, if you like the video, comment down below what your thoughts on the video. If you've experienced anything like this as a nerd in any community, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, man, peace and love. And then this weekend, Saturday, should be the next iteration of the Zom 100 series. We should be watching episode 3 and 4. And as always, man, peace and love. And I'll see you guys on the next one.